Hi, I'm Mr. Curley. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm 45 years old. Schizophrenic, disabled, mental health handicap, mental health patient. Uh, I'm President of America, Vice President of America, a king, a congressman, a Kentucky congressman, an Illinois congressman, Tennessee congressman, Oregon congressman, Pennsylvania congressman, Georgia congressman, Arkansas congressman, Alabama congressman, New York congressman, a California congressman, a Texas congressman, uh, a senator, a Kentucky senator, Illinois senator, Tennessee senator, Oregon senator, Pennsylvania senator, Georgia senator, Arkansas senator, Alabama senator, uh, New York senator, California senator,
I am not a liar.
I
I have killed thousands. I have fed more drug fiends than the top three pharmaceutical companies combined.
a Fed chairman,
I have stolen children from parents, wives from husbands,
Cheyenne director,
wiped out entire generations. But lying, that I have never done. The rest are offenses against humanity. Lying is an offense against yourself.
And I'm a union.
I am the head of the Santa Blanca organization,
I'll take federal financial industrial.
which you call a cartel.
Today is
I had a dream. I dreamed of a land where we could grow our own coca, produce our own cocaine, where we could run our business free from interference from the police, the government, the army, the Yankees. In my dream, a woman's voice asked me,
Sueño, mijo, what if you had your own country?
like Moses, I led my people to the promised land, Bolivia. We came here. We bought the coca fields. What we couldn't buy, we took. We bought the police, the military, the judges, the politicians. We were on the verge of becoming the government itself, on the razor's edge from fulfilling my dream. Of creating a narco state, the nation of Santa Blanca.
Last week, a crude explosive detonated outside the U.S. Embassy in La Paz, Bolivia. Two Marine Embassy guards were injured in the blast. 2 days later, a CIA asset in central Bolivia provided us with these images. Our analysts have identified the individual in the photo as DEA Special Agent Ricardo Ricky Sandoval, my friend. Sandoval has had spent the last 6 years investigating the local cocaine industry. Our understanding is that Sandoval was the intended target of the bombing. What the embassy bomb did not accomplish was completed up close and personal. Sandoval was captured, tortured, and killed. Then his body was dumped. We have yet to recover it. Our target, the group responsible for the embassy bombing and the death of Special Agent Sandoval, is the drug trafficking organization commonly known as the Santa Blanca Cartel. Yesterday, they were just narcos. Today, they're narco-terrorists. Initially, the Bolivian government resisted the Mexican cartel. They formed UNIDAD, a Bolivian special forces unit. didn't go as planned. Thousands of bodies later, politicians, police officers, and journalists have become an endangered species. The Bolivian government hasn't voted on itself. No other options. The new president made a deal with Santa Blanca. You stop killing our people, we'll look the other way. Since then, Santa Blanca has turned Bolivia into the nexus of the South American drug trade. With their friends in Mexico, they also have a clear pipeline to the U.S. and Canada. The only way to stop Santa Blanca for good is to completely dismantle it, piece by piece. The cartel is organized into 4 operations: production, smuggling, security, and influence. At the top of it all is El Jefe de los Jefes, boss of bosses, El Sueño. I am not a liar. I have killed thousands. I have fed more drug fiends than the top 3 pharmaceutical companies combined. I have stolen children from parents, wives from husbands, wiped out entire generations. But lying, that I have never done. The rest are offenses against humanity. Lying is an offense against yourself. I am the head of the Santa Blanca organization, which you call a cartel. I had a dream. I dreamed of a land where we could grow our own coca, produce our own cocaine, where we could run our business free from interference from the police, the government, the army, the Yankees. In my dream, a woman's voice asked me, Sueño, mijo, what if you had your own country? Like Moses, I led my people to the promised land, Bolivia. We came here. We bought the coca fields. What we couldn't buy, we took. We bought the police, the military, the judges, the politicians. We were on the verge of becoming the government itself, on the razor's edge from fulfilling my dream. Of creating a narco-state. The nation of Santa Blanca. What happened?
El Sueño. One of my men claims to have seen him.
We've been in Bolivia all this time, and this is the first that anyone who isn't cartel. Who's this man of yours?
You're right to be suspicious. The information is unclear, but with all our research and success, we must have forced El Sueño to show his face. There are no opportunities left to run things. This could be our chance, Nomad. We can force the cartel out of Bolivia.
Send us the location where you want to meet.
Contract,
We'll be there.
and they are the money.
I got one narco. Tell me where. At the checkpoint. Unidad guard on patrol. Watch out. All right, we're all clear. We got company station. I got two Sicarios. Point them out.
This game has been out since 2020, and I've played it about several times. I played it for about 4 or 5 years almost. It's about 8 years worth. But it came out when the Xbox One came out. I'm talking about the one I'm playing came out in Xbox. I've been playing it for a while. But this form of it is called a project. And then the first one that I made is a rough draft. So, what video games mean, it means that whatever you say or whatever you're doing, you can pull it off in a video game. Most girls can do that. They don't play like Madden or 2K or certain games like that. They just play the games that the girls are on, and that makes it male dominated. So I'm saying men kind of get on there and just do whatever they want to. The girls are suffering or pain and suffering, but they won't live that type of lifestyle. Like I said, if it's a football fan or a basketball fan, or they're in the closet or a lesbian or something like that. And this mission here that I'm about to do is a lesbian child pornography ring I'm about to bust. I'm about to take down. Something, and that's been the girls crucifix for the past 20 years. I never beaten that stage, the child pornography ring, but I beaten the cocaine, crack, the police. I've beaten gangs, the cops, the politicians, the doctors. I've beaten them all. So on this one, I'm at a high stake, but I'm a low level, and I'm driving from place to place trying to find the next mission. If I get next out, I'm struggling for a job, but they picked me up because I was a weekend mercenary working the cable. And then when I got picked up on the team, they picked me up like Superman. I was
I'll drive.
Superman player, online player. So I went Superman. Just that I didn't knock out 8 years worth of destruction. But if I made destruction, it came from like the high stakes. See, I'm still not taking on the high stakes, and everybody else did probably lost. So in this video, we take out the high stakes fully, but after that, it's going to be ongoing to level 40 because that's where the career is at.
Esto es Radio Santa Blanca.
Ha llegado el día, hermanos. Elijan su salvación. Hay una salida para los sufrimientos de esta tierra. Porque solo la Santa Muerte puede llevarlos a una vida mejor. Solo ella. Y lo saben. Amén. Rolas, remixes, tránsitos, baros, buscas, escuadras, promos, trocas, bases, gallos, putazos. Y aquí, cabrones, los más chingones.
Esto es Radio Santa Blanca.
Hola, vatos. Today we got a special message of Ensueño on behalf of the Church of Santa Muerte.
Brothers and sisters, I speak to you today to call you to action. Think of where we were 7 years ago, groveling for scraps in Mexico, begging for permission to achieve our personal greatness. But since coming to Bolivia, since we have bound the cartel to the will of Santa Muerte, we in Santa Blanca have been blessed with great fortune, with power and wealth. But as it is written in the Christian Bible, you will be enriched in every way to be generous in every way. If you have received favor from God in Santa Muerte, then it is your holy duty to be charitable. Here in Bolivia, our Church of Santa Muerte has been building the foundation of a religious organization. In South America, personally, I have already given the bulk of my fortune to our church, and I ask you to give as well. The gift you give glorifies God and La Flaquita. Santa Muerte has been good to us, and now it is time for us to be good to her. DJ Perico on the move. Some of you may have suspected from the intermediary and the dead air that we've had over the last couple days. Something has been up with DJ Perico. The answers that were moving to us. Your facility here in Bolivia. So everyone who calls in, don't. The number will not be working anymore. Also, don't email or post any messages because we don't want to give away the location of the new station because it's a surprise. And of course, letters are a big no-no. But thank you for continuing to listen. Chingon, banda!
Estás en Radio SP.
Las mentes cerradas. The small-minded will tell you that Santa Muerte is a dark religion, morbid and dangerous. I say that ordinary morality is for children and simpletons. An attraction to death has long been one of mankind's great taboos, and taboos are made to be broken. Why else do we gorge ourselves on the holidays? Why are carnivals and feast days the saints? Santa Muerte is a dark but essential angel of death, and that representation of death affirms life, and life, real life, not that habit of modern living. But la verdadera vida trembles with the force of the greatest thunderstorm, with the violence of the oceans. This is the experience that Santa Muerte embodies. Come to us and learn more about her. Come venerate her. Adorar la llamada. She will help you become the greatest person you could possibly be. Do not accept your life as it is. Become more. May Santa Muerte bless you. Amen. Buenos días, hermanos. This is El Gallo. You've all known me for a long time. Many of you have stood beside me as I fought for the legalization, recognition of our sacred coca plant. The United Nations has prohibited it. The Americans have been burning it for decades. And our own government has attempted to dictate how much of it we are permitted to grow. Our best ally in the continuing struggle against the legislation and the stigma against our ancient tradition is the Santa Blanca cartel. They already employ many of you, and many of our neighbors have been aided by Esperanza Santa Blanca. They've done our country.
Santa Blanca Radio con DJ Perico.
And we made this country our home. But now is the time to look for the next journey. We must take risks, strive for new horizons, seek adventure, be the pioneer. It is within our nature to search for the next challenge. We dominate South America's drug trade with our medicina flooding the streets of Sao Paulo, of Rio de Janeiro, of Buenos Aires. And what comes next? How does Santa Blanca grow and expand? We must reach a new customer. We must set our sights on the opposite side of the world, Asia. We will take our cocaine to the Far East as the Asian economy has grown, as trade agreements between countries have opened up. Opportunities for Santa Blanca have appeared. Many of our amigos in Mexico have already begun to take advantage of this new situation, and we will benefit from these relationships. The future of Santa Blanca is before us. We only have to reach out and take it.
Because of certain things that happen in nature or certain things that the police take advantage of. But usually, those police officers not at fault for doing it. Because sometimes those guys will take their leave and volunteer for prison because they volunteer for prison because it would be a good idea. But that is just to follow orders. Only the way you can get out of that type of thing is because your parents sign you up. Something your parents give you keep you in there. That's what they'll keep you in there until you see fit to know to the least you gotta touch it. What happens is that if state mom comes to play, if they sign you in, catch they sign you in, if you got the state mom, if they sign you in, you got to catch the state mom. You
El milagro está desdicho, si lo puedes imaginar y pensar está hecho. Como conseguir un beso de una modelo con el pelo vacío impreso. Capaz de dejarme hasta el piso, mientras ella me canta ese domino. Yo te digo, todo es posible, nunca podría yo vivirme. Tengo la sed y la hambre, tengo la fe y la lumbre que me lleva en la sangre. Ahora es el tiempo, vamos, let's go. Manos para el techo, dije manos para el techo. Levántate del piso. Ahora es tu tiempo. No quiero mentirarte, decida como no puede hablar del sueño. Levántate del piso. Ahora es tu tiempo. No quiero mentirarte, decida como no puede hablar del sueño. Ahora es tu tiempo. Es tuyo. Ahora es tu tiempo.
Emitiendo desde el más allá, para que se enteren quiénes son los más acá. ¡Acúa, putos!
Esto es Blanca Radio.
Ready to fire.
Nuevo. Hermanos bolivianos. As you sit comfortably, as you go about your day of work, taking care of your families, you might wonder, why do we not fight against the rebel landings on our school? Not a
Okay.
the attacking this us, working in our country. But like
put on the beach all day long. That's what a cop is. Got things for you, for woman, to handle. A lot of tricks that kind of mess up
each other.
situation. Messi is the hot shit. That thing's always hot. It's so hot. It's to the age of something. Constantly take advantage of constantly not for the bus because you see because you end up being above the law. Something so that's why Lexington makes it so good. It's so hot. People like sitting out here just having one problem with it is that there's a child pornography where that's a video or anything. That's not a real situation in the if you was to get like entertainment value and make it to the end, make it to TV, it don't kind of go like this they're giving you the child pornography video game kind of go lesbian with the men and those with the men. And the men kind of go stop a lot of people on the jail by stopping it. Doing the same thing over and over again. You know, Last Dragon or you like to watch the Last Dragon in the middle of this call like Scarface. But Last Dragon is so lame that you don't want to watch it, you want to watch it anyway. And that's what a lot of people do. Sometimes they take this strong media approach. Things like CNN, NBC, CBS, like this. And I say that's the broadcasting that I like that's where gamers, online players, the gamers are together, play together. That means the streamer kind of does the output. Output means to practically get married to stay out of prison. You know, staying out in the sun keeps you out of prison. Staying in the sun keeps you out of prison. Staying in the rain because you'll do something called drink coffee. You'll drink coffee in your dinner. Or if you do run out of cigarette soon, you'll put that tobacco and you'll be able to adjust on the fly. Kind of thing you won't really attack nobody. But as sun's hitting you, you just have that hot and water, things, soda. That means you'll be able to move on your video. There's a video game tactic instead, as well as a legal move. Something. But the video game tactic because you can move your heat in the game. It will put the heat in your room. Something that will put the heat. A video game character will probably say, "You can do it too." The heat.
opening fire. We've received word from Pakatari that one of his rebels might have discovered El Sueño's location. Talk to the rebel and find out what he knows.
what I was saying is that video games have been around since the 1980s, and I've been playing them since then, and I'm 45 years old. And I do this for my personal collection. I may post it on the page. My dad is my basically running the store, so I can get a poster. But I make these just to practice, like when I do the finished piece. I did some time in prison where I got a clean record. And my clean record means that if they're volunteer, I did about 35 years in prison. And I've always, like, if I get into a little problem, I go to prison, free time, and knock it off. Something that the community did. But I worked also for 30 years. I managed to make the money that I did, basically to support my habits, video games and movies and my career. But I stopped working because I don't want to suffer from workaholism. And I'm taking a vacation till next March. I'll come back to work in March. That makes March 2017. I'm on vacation now. informed me about this video. I may post it because it's going to be a side B with the same video. It's just that first part had congestion in it, what I didn't know when I do the webcam and the kits and stuff, not to have the audio playing, have one audio when you talk, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been established. You need multi-audio mixer. But it came through just fine. It was a strange feeling that there was this thing, so I didn't put it to play like that. And a lot of black guys or white guys traveling around, they don't have the black guys keeping it running. They were popping for KKK reasons, FBI reasons, so I don't worry about it. That's a part of those being popping off.
Got eyes on the target. Let's move.
But I've been working on my craft. Man, I'm not prejudiced or racist or nothing like that. I'm just saying I know certain secrets because I've been reading a lot of books and studying a lot of magazines, and I've been coming up with a lot of information just through the internet that people can make it in society. They can learn how to better themselves, change themselves, and get to that fight with themselves. So they can learn how to eat, play, different methods, those different methods. But I'm not a doctor, I'm a patient, and the patient kind of goes to the real. I gotta satisfy my doctor's will. So I'm saying I'm always satisfying my doctor's will. I went to build the clinic for my patients with resources, the Cleveland Clinic, and for my patient, outpatient, sleep time in it or just regular time. And I went there today and I slept in the bed and I had some breakfast and then went to work and checked out for vacation. And I went to the bank counting my money and then I came home, paid my mom, and been on a roll since then. So thanks.
Don't want to spoof the target. Switch to suppressors.
Guys don't like.
Target down. The rebel recon come back with some.
When we're down there, it happened because it was fatigued. She was fatigued real bad, and then the game goes that they have you as the character when you're at a high level of playing. And I was the girl in the fatigue setting, and where I got shot. So I got a shot a million times and went down. And then I'm waiting on somebody to save me, but the suit, the armor, the uniform saved her. See what I'm saying? And I was able to recuperate and finish out the mission, because I'm battling the lesbian Choppanoppy ring now. That's the actual place where the Choppanoppy ring is at in the video game. But after this is over with,
Thanks.
that
¡Está bien, me rindo! ¡Está bien, ganaron! ¡Pinche cabrón!
after that
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. Lo entiendes?
Chill the fuck out, cabrón! What do you want?
Amaru, where can I find him?
You serious? That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at Antoyo Farm. Go on. And you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
We need to get this done in a hurry. Amaru's an old man. He's not going to last long under torture. Shit, they've been working on him for a while. There's a good chance he's already dead.
Maybe not. Amaru's a major player in the rebel movement. The cartel will keep him alive as long as they can to find out what he knows.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's too much riding on this. Let's move.
Does it serve
Out of Colorado, don't make ass twice.
and the effort into helping the poor and in need? Of course not. The Lord said, "Inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have
Let's
done
get moving. The cartel ain't gonna wait around for us to track down and rescue Amaru.
and as an agent of good. Canoe.
We've got a location on El Postolero. Go and get this bastard and bring him to me. He's got a lot to answer for.
Estimated millions of dollars and hundreds of hours to aid the people in Bolivia, most notably in the province of La Cruz. Como saben ustedes, the people there suffer through the tragedy of a devastating unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Santa Blanca believes this, and as an agent of good, Santa Blanca knows that we can create a world that we will wish to live in. Giving words, and Santa Blanca gives to Bolivia.
Damn. Haven't seen anything like this since I was in Sandbox.
Sandbags, barbed wire, observation posts. The rebels must be getting set up on hell.
Bet these cartel assholes.
Wait.
Bet these cartel assholes never thought they'd be spending their time dodging snipers.
That second one, we're battling the queen. Now, in this game, sometimes they don't show the female shooter, but I think they might have pulled the female shooter for some reason. I think she's a different person. But sometimes it has showed a female shooter. She may be in the helmet. She might have been in the mask. The female shooter has been. She might have been in the mask. And that's who shot her, a female shooter, but she don't appear that way. She usually comes another way. That's usually when it kills you every time in this game. The female shooter will sneak up on you and hit you real bad. You won't be invisible, nothing like that. She'll just sneak up and hit you, and then take you out and run off. But we got her at the end. We found her masked. And then we found out at 16, level 16, the female soldiers are
Took you so long.
Bet these cartel assholes never thought they'd be spending their time dodging snipers and IEDs. Karma sure can be a bitch sometimes.
That guy's history. Got another one right there.
So for the game just means that you're playing a game that you'll verbally communicate with the year through your time. When you're putting it in video game form and processing it on Twitch or YouTube, you want to make your own device where you can make your own voice.
Frag out, stop, bitches.
Like that happen. Different special effects happen each time I command something on the comm. Or I went down several times to event that I was getting shot at by some monster bosses, and I had some monster players who played with me. But where people don't understand that type of thing, that's where you gotta be strong enough to take those bullets. And the bullets that hit me too while I'm sitting here on the court talking to you, but they might hit me actually. They just making me jump, like try to dodge the bullets. You gotta dodge all the bullets, but when them they hit me, and I say that took me down. That took me down. You know what I'm saying? So if it didn't really take me down, then they kind of give you a purple score they gave. there I'm camping. I got in hiking and camping, and spoiler alert at the end, I just took down the Chinese pornography ring the lesbians made. This one means we'll never have to go to prison, to Eastern State, or the Hope Center ever again after this. And then this is where the video game's all about, man.
Our target eliminated.
He's airborne. His signal's all bad. They're jamming the drone.
Target is down.
According to this, a journalist named Lupe Vera has been investigating the disappearances in San Mateo. She's caused enough trouble that the cartel's gonna make her disappear next. We've got her 20. Let's get to her before the Sicario do.
Here we go. Frag out. Kill confirmed. Frag out.